Which badly written scene are you from Stranger Things 5? Hello everyone and happy new year. Welcome back. I want to start off 2026 with a little bit of a fun video. I want to try and predict what my 2026 will be like. So I'm gonna take a few quizzes and see what they are predicting for me. I really like this website called UQuiz. They have a lot of like niche type of user-made quizzes rather than like BuzzFeed and stuff. I'm gonna go on here and take a few of them and we'll see how it goes. We're here on the trending quizzes. I really like this one. Go thrifting and I'll send you a niche aesthetic. This website is like riddled with like random ads, so I apologize. Hello, welcome back to another quiz. Hi. Let us begin. Pick an artist to listen to while you thrift. Oh, this is difficult. I had both Arctic Monkeys and Childish Gambino songs in my top 5 for my Spotify Wrapped last year. I'm gonna go with Arctic Monkeys. I absolutely love them. I think they were my top 2 artists. Like they were my top 1. The AM album is great. How about a bag to store all the stuff you're gonna buy? I feel like I don't want to pick too small of a bag because what if I get like chunky clothing? You know what I mean? I feel like I like this one. I feel like it would fit a good amount of stuff. I like it. Now, which store are we going to? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with this first one here. I feel like that's kind of my vibe. I also really like the boots that are over here. That's drawing me to it. Let's pick a top. I feel like I like this one with like the cheetah pattern on it. I feel like out of all of these, that's kind of my vibe. That's also the only tank top. What can we pair with that? Oh, I like these. I don't know if it would fit too well. More options. I don't know. I really like this skirt though. I feel like with like the navy and the cheetah and the white. Am I going crazy? I don't know if that looks good or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the skirt. How about some jeans instead? Can I also pick jeans? If I'm gonna pair jeans with that outfit, maybe the flowers, but I don't know. Maybe some like regular ones though. Oh wait, does that have cheetah? Wait, actually I'm gonna go with that. Looking good so far. How about a new hoodie or jacket? I'm not serving you coffee. Like, I think this is leather. Yeah, I feel like that would go the best. The shoes. I think I have these in black. I like the slides. I feel like these are really cute. They go with my outfit. I feel like the other ones don't really go with what I picked. I wish there were more like those types of options, but I guess that's what my aesthetic will be then. Finally, accessories. Oh, I get to pick multiple of them. Okay, I'm gonna go with the hat. I like that watch. My skirt had a belt on it, so I don't think I'm gonna get a belt. I have money for one more item! Okay, wait, then what am I gonna get? It said strawberry shortcake, I love that. Okay, wait, I really love this top. I'm gonna go with that. Rockabilly. What's rockabilly? An early high energy style of rock and roll from the 1950s American South. Okay, I can vibe with this. I feel like it's giving The Outsiders. Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's what it's giving. That's my niche aesthetic. Oh, no, I can't say this word. That's my niche aesthetic for 2026. Let's go to top rated. What language should I learn? Okay, wait, that's a really good one. I do need to still learn Italian. How many languages do I currently speak? 1. I'm not great at catching on to languages. Like, I need to be in the presence of someone like speaking it and then they speak it back to me. Like, I can't learn it in a school setting, which is why I chose to not take language classes in college. I feel like eventually I'll learn something. How would you prefer to be described? I'm gonna go poetic and creative. Why do you want to learn a new language? Community, culture, career, travel, fun. I think I want to go with community. Whenever I hear people speaking another language, it's like, I wish I could do that and then be able to like speak it in public, but no one else knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Which one of these phrases do you like the best? I'm gonna say Bright Sun. Which of these films do I like the best? Okay, I'm gonna go with Lion King. Yeah, I love the Lion King. I grew up on Disney, so. Which of these things interests you most? Dragons, trains? I'm gonna go with stone fruit. I love peaches and I love plums and I love the summery type of fruits. Pick a loan word we use in English. Did you know Tame Impala was one guy? I'm gonna go with kindergarten. Which one of these pictures resonates with you most? Ooh, I love the traffic with the snow. I think I'm gonna go with the slim portion of the moon because you could still see the outline of the moon, but like I feel like it's still beautiful though there's still a bit of the moon there. What's something you don't like about learning a new language? Remembering to practice / study, especially with like other people, because sometimes you just don't think about it. Choose an art form. Dance, music, sculpture, painting. I gotta go with music. Choose a secondary color. Purple, duh. Choose a deer. I'm going with the white-tailed deer. That's the only one that I know what it looks like, so that's why I chose it. Heads or tails? Tails never fails. German. Fun fact. Back when I did Sound of Music, I was a part of the teen ensemble. There were 3 different ensembles. There was a youth, the teen, and the adult. And for that, they wanted to give us our own little portion of the talent show because the adults had like a party at the Von Traps and then the youth had the yodeling goat herd song. I think that's what it's called. So they wanted to give us one. So we had to sing this song in German called Musik, Musik, Musik. No one knew the lyrics. It was just difficult because we had to learn this like, I think within like a month and a half. It was devastating. I have a friend who's German, so she might be able to teach me a couple of things. All right, let's go back to top rated. I want to see what else is there. What would I be canceled for? Let's see what I'm gonna be canceled for in 2026. Someone calls you out online. Your first move. I'm gonna explain myself calmly. I feel like that's the best way to do it out of all of these. Even then, like, none of these are great. Your most dangerous online habit is staying silent during dramas, being too honest, posting without thinking, and having unpopular opinions. I'm gonna say having unpopular opinions. I feel like I just have unpopular opinions in general. I'm not a big fan of like peppermint or mint. Like, I feel like that's like my hot take, so I'm gonna go with that. A screenshot of you starts circulating because you didn't address something fast enough. You said the truth too directly. People misunderstood your tone, or you joked without thinking. I think people misunderstood my tone. Sometimes I don't mean to say stuff in a certain way, and then someone's like, why are you yelling, or why are you being mean? And I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just talking. Not only do I gotta work on that, my tone is always off a little bit. People usually accuse you of being, I'm gonna go suspiciously quiet. I don't know. I feel like I'm just quiet and I'm like taking everything in, or I'm just kind of like sitting there and I'm thinking about 20 million other things. So I'm gonna go with that. If you're trending, the comment section would say, that's not what they meant. They're right, but they're harsh. They age badly. Why would they speak up? I'd say they're right, but they're harsh because I said unpopular opinions or something. My response to being canceled would be a long explanation thread, memes and vibes, silence and rebrand, or sarcastic apology. I don't know. Maybe a long explanation thread, but then eventually like a meme and vibes. Depends on the context. Like, I don't know what I'm being canceled for. Deep down, you believe you're misunderstood most of the time. People take things too seriously. Honesty matters more than feelings. Not everything needs a response. I feel like not everything needs a response. Again, like, it depends on what the thing is I'm getting canceled for. Too honest cancellation. You're blunt, straightforward, and allergic to fake behavior. You get canceled for saying what everyone was thinking just without cushioning it. Hated publicly, agreed with privately. All right, you know what? I feel like that's the best case scenario here. Which badly written scene are you from Stranger Things 5? I'm doing this. Oh my god. Comment below your Stranger Things 5 ending if you were to write it. Are you a queer bee? Queer, but you get no bitches. I have a boyfriend. What would be your response if your friend said they don't like girls? Moggs? Who Mog? Was it Nancy? Because I think she was one of the only ones that didn't go up there or like didn't say anything. Pick a good scene. Oh, you know what? I actually really like Hopper shooting Levin in the tank. That also took me aback at first because I was like, wait, there's no way that he did that. And then I was like, well, he was just seeing things before, but like truly brought us back to like old Stranger Things. Will getting his powers is like, all of these are actually really good. Everything left up to interpretation. The Henry high school timeline, or Henry timeline in general, I think was answered by the play. I'm gonna go with the Vicky and Robin ending because where did she go? Favorite queer ship? They were pushing Stonathan. I think at one point they said like stop flirting. Favorite season? 3. I love season 3. I had a Starcourt Mall t-shirt. I had an Alexi profile picture. I was very close to getting Elle's like black and yellow like fight scene type shirt. I got a slushie for Alexi. Friends Don't Lie shirt. Have no idea where that went. Yeah, season 3. Season 3 was so peak. I definitely had Never Ending Story on repeat too. 11! That's crazy! I can clear a path. She's feeling. Millie Bobby Brown can do whatever she wants, but let's do one more. Let's do my soldier, poet, or king. Like, how am I gonna be this year? Ending it off on like a nice cute one. King! I did not think I was getting the king. I don't know, I don't see myself as the king. Rigid back and steady hands, either metaphorically or physically. Is it nature or nurture? You don't know. You were tired of being steady. Your dreams of feeling alive, not that you aren't, but sometimes it's hard to remember that there is a heart between your ribs. Your love is where you breathe. Come on, breathe. In, out. It starts now. That is a great note to end on, I feel like. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. The first day of classes, semester 4, which is insane, is coming out later this month. The first day classes are on the 20th. Yeah, I don't know when this video is coming out. I actually had to film this like multiple times because there was something wrong with everything that I've done. So hopefully this is the take. And if you want to get notified for that vlog, make sure that you click subscribe and that notification bell so that you know when I'm posting it and future videos. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to leave it a like. Comment down below anything else that you want to see. I will see you next time. Bye!